Rearrange the words of a movie title. How does the plot change? 12 slaves a year. Yeah, forget it. Captain Avenger. The First American. A movie about the Jamestown settlers getting a jump start on killing all the Native Americans. Led by a really handsome guy who can nudge hammers. Jedi of the Return. Karen continually asks to speak to the manager while returning all the clothes she's bought at the clearance sale. These are not the clothes I was looking for. Harry Stone and the Sorcerer's Potter. The story of Harry Stone who, after inheriting a magical garden center, falls in love with a plant potter, Harry Chamber, and the Potter of Secrets. To consolidate his love, Harry Stone marries the sorcerer's plant potter but soon discovers his new lover is hiding a dark secret. Harry Phoenix and the Order of the Potter. Uncovering an underground potting cult, Harry Chamber is forced to join in fear of his life. He takes on the name Phoenix in an attempt to gain their trust. Harry Phoenix uncovers the shocking truths of potted plants and magical garden center cannibalism. Monsieur Harry Blood and the Half-Prince Potter. Drenched in the blood of his victims, Harry infiltrates deeper into the world of underground potting, only to find his original love. The Sorcerer's Potter has secrets darker than Harry could have ever imagined. Can Harry overcome his fears? Royalty and cannibalistic sex potting. Harry Hallows and the Deathly Potter. Harry joins the anti-potting rebellion in an attempt to reverse the damage he has already done. Can he reverse the damage he's already done by finally facing his one true love head-on? Or will he be thwarted before it ever comes to that by the potting monarch, the underground potting enforcement group, or even the cannibalistic Potter's only strip club? Harry Child and the Cursed Potter, a fever dream. Club fight. People get together and beat each other up with golf clubs. Honestly not too different from the original, only with golf clubs. Elm on Nightmare Street. Some teenagers in a bad neighborhood plant trees to brighten the place up a bit. The internet breaks Ralph. Ralph gets doxxed after he makes a problematic internet video. Ferris Bueller's Off Day. Poor Ferris. Nothing goes right for him today. This is the day when Ferris actually gets sick. Man-Spider. Man-Spider. Coming Home sounds like a horror movie. Night the Dark. In England, both Batman and Bruce Wayne are scheduled to be knighted by the Queen on the same day. Shenanigans ensue. Grey Shades of 50 is now about people aging instead of screwing. What's Gilbert Grape eating? It just becomes a kind of Food Network. Whore stealing lemons explains itself. Not necessarily. It could mean either a whore that is stealing lemons or it could mean lemons stealing whores. Hard Dye, the life and work of a man who starts manufacturing dice made out of granite. Bill Kill. It would be the prequel to Kill Bill. Bill killed the science grill. Adventures in Alice's Wonderland. XXX. A lone home. A house is isolated and sad. The horror picture show Rocky. It's now a reaction video of Rocky Balboa watching a horror movie. Dawn of Superman. Batman v Justice. They are now the villains, fighting against justice. Leather Will Be Yoda finally gets his revenge. The Wrath of Grapes. A documentary about wine mom hangovers and the dangers of alcohol. It comes off as a tad preachy. White Castle. Go to Harold and Kumar. The epic story about one burger chain and their struggle to deliver an order to their two best customers. Dream of Fields. Sounds pretty boring. Shouldn't it be Dreams of Field? The Tattoo with a Lady Dragon becomes a RuPaul biopic. Private Ryan saving U.S. Army. Private Ryan is learning the very basics of computing and is instructed to save documents regularly. The movie allows us to view his intimate learning processes amongst his fellow soldiers in the office and training fields. A momentous film showing the struggles of the human spirit and mastery of the machine. Wind with a Gone. This documentary film has never previously seen footage. Recently released classified information and personal insights into the bowel movements of late famous people. Features bowel movements of Nikola Tesla. Teddy Roosevelt, Elizabeth Taylor and Marlon Brando. Special insights on Henry VIII. Or Saving Ryan's Privates. A man in Surgery. Express Pineapple, about a delivery service that gets you your pineapples fast. Pineapple Express already sounds like it'd be about a delivery service that gets you pineapples faster, maybe a train that goes to pineapples. 12 Slaves a Year, the shocking story of the Slave of the Month Club. Apes of the Planet. It's just a documentary about some apes. The Club Breakfast. A 3-hour movie about members belonging to an upscale country club. Tempers flare when the water aerobics participants demand additional classes that would cut into early morning lap swimming. Angry words are exchanged over Eggs Benedict, and it's up to the head manager to settle the dispute. He decides each member must write an essay about how the pool should be used. After that, some members share extremely sad and personal stories with each other that don't pertain to the plot. The custodian shares words of wisdom. Sir, will breakfast in the club ever be the same? The Shag Who Spied Me. A man is stalked by a one-night stand. Activity Paranormal. It's not a ghost-based exercise video. Blood in, blood out, new, blood out, blood in. Now the cop joined the gang. Gump Forest, a sequel to Fern Gully. On a snake's plane. Either a kid's movie about a snake with an airplane, or a Magic: The Gathering movie about a world of snakes. Fish Sword. It's no longer about high-stakes hacking. It's about the folly of trying to catch fish with a broadsword. Mountain Brokeback, a story about a guy who broke his back while mountaineering. List of Schindlers. A clever Jewish sympathizer in Nazi Germany rescues a number of Jews from being sent to the concentration camps by tampering with bureaucratic records. Starring Nicolas Cage as Karl H. Zuviel, an easily befuddled SS officer now tasked with listing every Schindler. The movie's tagline, load of Schindlers. Poster images of Nicolas Cage in SS uniform screaming in what looks like frustration. I'd watch that, but I would watch everything with Nick Cage in it. Man's both a genius and a whack job at acting. It's insane. Edit. Does the H in his character's name stand for hack by any chance? Would make him Karl Hatzuviel. Karl has had enough. Whistles innocently. Yeller old still Disney, but just a guy from Up telling the construction guys to get haircuts. Old man yells at dog. Born is the Star, the life and story of Lady Gaga. Narrated by Yoda. Miss Daisy driving ends like Thelma and Louise. Man iron. Several uninterrupted hours of a middle-aged man ironing various articles of clothing in his studio apartment. I feel like it'd be a feature-length workout video. Eat, Love, Pray. A successful date between two conservatives leads to sex and then a pregnancy scare. The Fire Games. Catching Hunger. A group of arsonists burn down the only grocery store in their town, and people get hungry. Are diamonds forever? An expose of the fragile 10 million year lifespan of a diamond as it degrades to graphite. Devil Dare. A group of teenagers dare each other into committing devil actions. Now it's a horror movie. Hunting Goodwill. One man's search for the ultimate thrift store finds Black and Men XXX. Eyes the Hills have same story, only everyone speaks like Yoda. The Goats Who Stare at Men. Ewan McGregor and Kevin Spacey start to go insane because 3 of the goats they are herding keep staring. War Stars. Evil nitwits driving stars towards each other's planets. War Celebrities. Basically veterans. Or dictators. Greater than evil nitwits. Oh, you mean Spaceballs. Amon. A girl wants to go traveling but is told by her parents not to, and result Amon. Gump Forest. Horror movie about some haunted woods in the 1752. A couple went missing in the woods. Guess what they were doing? Hint. Horror movie cliché. And 5 friends go in search of them. Turns out that horror is a cult or something like that. With John. The story of a lamplighter who just wants to get his candle business off the ground after the death of his wife. Future to the back, it's now about an eccentric, wild-eyed scientist who performs a much-needed spinal surgery on a 17-year-old aspiring rocker. Club fight. Tyler Durden and the narrator beat people up with clubs like cavemen. The Lambs of the Silence. UI man love. A straight man convinces his best friend to explore a same-sex relationship. Saving Ryan's Privates. A porno about a guy taking penicillin for an STD. Reloaded. Matrix. Windows that restarted after an update are just a sequel to the original. The Bus Ghosters. Boobies. A pair of brothers who live on as ghosts possess the two cups of a brazier, of which is owned by a mutual girlfriend. The brothers must learn to value each other, manage their emotions, and provide support in more ways than one. Or an irritated figure starts trying to expose ghosters, but they have to do it secretly, because otherwise they might get in big trouble with the ghosters. Eleven's Oceanelle from Stranger Things buys a private island and swims with dolphins. MI legend Will Smith doesn't know who he is and is trapped in a zombie world. Grail. Monty and the Holy Python. Like the original, but all the Knights of the Round Table are Grails and they are seeking a Holy Python. The horror show Rocky Picture. It's about a really bad painting of a rock-laden scene. Giant iron. It's just a big iron that takes the wrinkles out of comically large clothes. Willy Factory and the Chocolate Wonka. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Raw and chicken. Horror movie in a KFC shop. High Musical School. A group of drama nerds succeed in a plot to put crack through the ventilation system as your heads are out of the game. But at least they're all in it together. Island Shutter. A romantic drama in Southern Europe about a woman looking out of her window and watching a construction worker she falls in love with. Strange Doctor. Basically House MD the movie. Wonka's Chocolate. Willy Factory. Three-story toy. Huge teddy bear bullies other toys. Clever use of numbers. Natural Killers. Born, a prequel that features cute babies. Ultron. Age of Avengers. Or Extinction. Age of Transformers. Put a spin on that perspective. Even better. G.I. Cobra. Rise of Joe. Sounds like a military comedy. To be honest, our Judgment 3, Terminator Day. It sounds like a Judge Dredd reboot gone wrong in all the right ways. Of Age Ultron. The Avengers help him become a man and have a great time partying. Nemo. Possess fish. Yep, I would watch that. 50 Dates First. 50 First Dates. A couple decides to wait until they have 50 dates till the kiss. I suck at writing random plots. Moving Howl's Castle. It's the same movie but just the moving scene and nothing else. Not in this version, they have to push it. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.